trying to think. Is my shirt like wrinkly?
It is a little wrinkly.
But like, you're gonna
like, do you care?
I mean, I don't. But like, is somebody gonna be like,
Mama, put yourself together.
Poquito plancha.
Se fajó con la plancha and guess who won?
Fun fact, I hate ironing.
Okay, but that's why you have a steamer.
Yeah, I do have a steamer, but I hate doing that too. So for the majority of my clothes, especially stuff like this, like t-shirts or just like one of Dennis's like dress shirts or polo shirts, whatever.
Right.
Downy wrinkle release spray.
Mama, it is a godsend.
It is godsend. I've been using that since I lived with mom. Like mom started using that.
It's true. Because mom hates also ironing.
Yeah.
Although I think she hates ironing because I've never really asked her. She does it for you all the time.
Well, because he's the one that wears like dress shirts and stuff like that. But way back in the day, especially when she worked at the bank, she used to have all of the clothes dry clean.
That's true.
And they iron it for you, so
when she was made of money.
She had money.
She had money. And then the Lord called her and then all broke.
I wouldn't say broke.
You said you wouldn't say broke.
I wouldn't say broke. We're rich in the Lord.
Ooh, welcome to episode 6 of We Should Know This. Numero. Thumbnail. Okay. Those are good. Those really help me out in editing. I could just screenshot it and make it our...
we look like idiots, probably.
Probably. You should see me trying to find a good, like... Where do we look like we're not making muecas and like I don't have to do a lot of photoshopping?
For what? For thumbnails?
For thumbnails, bro. Oh. Sorry, I forgot to set the timer. We'll cut that out. We're going to have to cut that out. Oh, God. What's happening? All right. Whatever. Welcome to episode 6 of We Should Know This podcast. I am your host, Soph.
And I'm your other host, Anna.
And we are here to know things.
We are here to know a few things.
So, since you've made it this far to episode 6, we have made it through halfway of season 1 because we haven't said anything. But is that like a normal thing that we say?
What?
How many episodes season 1 or season 2 are gonna have? Or?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, we just said
we've been renewed for season 2. Thank you to you guys and all of your love and all of your support. We have been renewed for season 2. Isn't that incredible? Yay! Hold on. All of our friends and family, thank you so much for all of your support. We've made it to season. We have been renewed to season 2. Everybody, here we go. We're trying to go as far as Grey's Anatomy here.
Grey's Anatomy is still going. Jesus Christ.
It's still going, but I think it's near the end.
Do you think so? I feel like...
No, I do, for sure.
No, you know what I think is going to happen? I think that eventually at some point soon, it's no longer going to be called Grey's Anatomy.
And why would they do that?
They're just going to like kind of like switch it off to like another show, I think. I have a feeling. Just because things are so different, so much of the original cast is like gone.
There's literally 2 people left.
2, which is Dr. Bailey and Dr. Weber. Yep. That's it. From the original cast, they are the only 2 left.
Agreed. I think they should have let it die. I think right now it's just beating a dead horse.
Well, there's certain people that think that when Derek Shepherd died, that was it.
Untrue. There's a lot more that happens.
I agree. Now that Meredith is gone, literally Meredith Grey is gone. The show should have been done.
I agree. I think it should have died with her and they should have left it with some dignity. But now it's just a hot mess express. I'm still watching it though.
Same.
I watch trash TV, but I'm a big fan. Just because I'm a diehard fan and I can't let things go very easily.
I just want to see where it goes.
Triggering.
I just want to see where it goes. That's why I'm still watching.
I'm very curious.
Like, is it going to get better? Is
I
it going to
think
stay?
So far, it's not
going downhill.
I am not committed to any of those characters. Not one. Maybe
I think a lot of the characters,
but not even. He's not even. Jerk.
I think a lot of the characters that are still on, I hate. Hate. Number 1, Amelia Shepherd. She should have died in like one of the episodes. Early on. No, she should have died.
No, she's fine.
No, I can't.
She's weird.
I can't stand Amelia Shepherd.
Okay,
her character, obviously not the actual lady.
Right. Obviously, we don't know her.
But there's people like Teddy and like Joe Wilson.
No, see, Joe Wilson doesn't make sense to me at all.
Link.
He's just beautiful and I love him from the show
Schmidt?
Nashville. Oh, Pobrecito Schmidt went through it. He blew up just like us too.
Schmidt should go. Maggie Pierce is about to leave.
Maggie Pierce is leaving. I think she's gonna get divorced by
from her husband, Winston. Winston, yeah.
I think they're gonna get divorced. They don't want to fix things.
He's over it.
100%. Catch us on our new podcast where we talk and like derail 100% all of Grey's Anatomy. We're gonna rewatch it.
Grey's Anatomy. Oh, I love rewatching Grey's Anatomy.
I have never in my entire life gonna put myself through that. Anna Luz, I can't.
Are you for real?
Why would you do that to yourself?
That because I think it's just people who deal with like anxiety.
Fine.
You find comfort in just restarting and rewatching the same show.
That sounds miserable.
No, not for me.
For that show, if you're gonna tell me rewatch The Office or rewatch Friends, okay, fine, whatever.
Same. But I've rewatched all of them.
I don't understand why. The only show I've rewatched completely from beginning to end was Parks and Recreation.
Oh, absolutely not. I hate that show.
You didn't give it a chance. You're a liar.
I did. I saw a few episodes, but it like wasn't that funny to me.
You need to give it a chance. Just like every stinking show, you have to give it a chance.
So I'm gonna tell you: Grey's Anatomy, The Office, Friends, and Schitt's Creek.
Okay, I have
rewatched shows that I have rewatched. At first episode of Schitt's Creek or like the first season was like, oh my god, what is this really gonna? But once you get through the first season,
it's one of the greatest show.
I bought the show.
What?
So they got it off of Netflix.
Right.
And the only way to watch it was, I don't remember where. I think it was like Discovery or like Peacock or something like that. And I bought it.
Wow, you liked it that much?
I liked it that much.
But you're not going to buy The Office and you're not going to buy Grey's Anatomy and you're not going to buy...
I did not buy The Office, but I did sign up for Peacock, which has The Office. Friends is on HBO Max.
It is.
Which we have for free with AT&T. AT&T sponsors.
Thank you. All our phones.
And I watch Grey's on Netflix. They're never going to get rid of it there.
You don't know that, but they will.
Oh, maybe they will, but the show is over. It's also on Hulu.
Oh my god. No, I will tell you, I've rewatched Parks and Recreation and I've rewatched Schitt's Creek, but that's it. Just one time each.
No.
And I think I'm going to restart Modern Family. I don't understand why you don't watch that show. You would piss yourself laughing.
I don't know. No, nunca me ha interesado.
Bueno, give it a chance. It is so
You tell me that about
funny.
every show.
But it is funny. Listen, some of
fun fact, Sophia watches like 20,000 shows at the same time.
I do not. At some point, I was watching 40.
Oh, you know what other show I've rewatched, but only like maybe once or twice? Baby Daddy.
What? That is garbage TV.
I think it's so stupid.
See, listen, I watch crap TV,
I think
but
it's so stupid and so funny all at the same time.
No manches. Watch Modern Family. No. You won't be sorry. You're not even going to give it a chance.
I mean, I'll try. Fine. We'll see.
It is so funny.
I'll think about it.
Look, you can even ask Alex. Alex doesn't rewatch shows because she doesn't like
Alex
shows.
barely watches shows.
Right. But she started watching Modern Family and she has cackled at every single episode. Cackled. So
but you
funny.
guys are also the type of people that find almost everything funny.
That's not true. not even close remotely being true. Listen, you like The Office, right?
Yeah.
Clearly. Watch Modern Family. I promise.
I've seen a few episodes, but
wrong. But you need to watch it all. I'll see the from the beginning to the end.
I'll think about it.
I'm the absolute worst. Okay, go ahead, Anna. What is today's topic, Anna?
So today's topic is titled "The Little Things."
All these little things.
Here we go. It's a song for everything again.
Okay. Listen, we have to pay homage to One Direction. Okay.
Okay. So it's called The Little Things, but the reason why we called it The Little Things was because it's little things to other people,
right?
But it's big things for us,
right.
So we're making a list. We made lists of things that, again, might be little for somebody else. It might not be a big deal, but for us, it is important and it's impactful in our lives.
Truth.
So you're gonna go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Go first.
First and foremost, this might not be a big deal for a lot of people, but I love golden hour.
Golden hour?
So golden hour is just the cusp of sunset. Mm-hmm. Where it's just the sun coming down, but it's like a nice little orange hue. Oh, wherever I'm at, I will try to go outside and find the golden hour and just experience it for the minute or two.
It is pretty.
It's little, but I find it so impactful. It literally changes my entire day. Not because I use it for selfie. I don't.
We are not selfie people.
We are not selfie people. But I just love a good sunset. I love a good golden hour. Ooh, it makes my heart go.
Makes your heart go. I couldn't make this.
It's just leave it to us.
Love that golden hour. I don't like being outside, but when I am outside and I see, like yesterday, we had a little bit of golden hour because we saw the sunset at the fair.
Yeah, well, I was trucking along looking for the stinking Dippin' Dots, but whatever.
But yeah, so your first one is golden hour.
My first one is golden hour. So, I love a good golden hour.
Love that. Next time you should take a selfie.
No, absolutely not.
To remember the golden hour.
No, thank you. I can just take a picture of the golden hour.
Okay, so then take a picture of the golden hour.
All right, bet I could do that. But what is the point of just like living in the moment, guy?
Okay, but like one time out of all the times, you can take a picture of it.
Maybe we'll think about it. Sometimes I'm driving on. I can't take pictures with my phone.
You were texting and driving earlier today.
Don't text and drive, everybody. Don't do what I do. Do what I say.
Okay.
What is your first one? What is your first little thing?
So... my first little thing, as everyone knows, obviously you know, I'm married.
Oh, in case you didn't know, Ana Luz is happily married to Dennis.
I don't have my ring on right now.
Wow, what a cheater.
I have my tattoo.
That's right. That's right. It's
tattoo true. For us. Anyway, so you know how they say, like in the vows, they say through the goods and the bad and the sickness and in health.
It's true.
So a couple of weeks ago, I was sick. Very, very sick. And when you're sick, you feel, you feel icky. You feel gross.
Of course.
So obviously you go shower, but I wanted to wash my hair.
Right.
And I was really tired. So I was getting ready for bed and I took whatever NyQuil, whatever stuff, and it was knocking me out.
That's right. ZQuil for the life.
But my hair was still wet.
Ooh.
And I had zero energy to actually like dry it or whatever. So I just wrapped a towel around my head and I laid in bed. Dennis was putting the baby down. And then Dennis came out and he sees me with the towel around my head. So he wakes me up. He's like, "Are you going to sleep with a towel on your head?" And I was like, "No, I wasn't planning on it. But like I washed my hair. I'm too tired to dry or whatever." Dennis goes to the bathroom and he comes back. And he comes back with the blow dryer and the brush. And he takes off my towel and he starts to blow dry my hair as I'm laying in bed and like sleeping.
Wow.
So that might not be a big deal to other people.
No, that's a hella big deal. But just because I was
just
the
fact that he cared enough to like dry my hair so I wouldn't get worse. Because obviously, if you go to sleep with wet hair, you're gonna get even more sick than
Listen
what you
to
are.
Your mothers and grandmothers. It's true.
So that's my first little thing.
I mean, let me just explain to you how that's not a little thing.
It's not.
It's not. If you hear some noise in the background, that's just my Matthew. He's very upset that he can't come play with the microphone. So don't mind him. We're going to give him to him later.
Yeah.
That's not a little thing.
It's not.
It's not, but it's a great
But I'm sure that some other people won't appreciate it as much as I did at that moment.
Claro. You were dying.
I felt like I was dying.
Right.
And he came to dry my hair to make sure that, and it's not just like dry it here. No, he actually grabbed a brush and was brushing through it and drying it. So obviously it wouldn't get like tangled or matted.
What a guy. What a guy. Another round of applause for Dennis.
Love you, baby.
Okay, that's enough. So that's beautiful. Thanks. I highly recommend get yourself a man who gives a damn. Anyway, my next little thing is any and every affection for Matthew. Number one, I love that guy. He's my favorite guy in the world.
Yes.
But any little affection from him, he's not. So Mateo has never been a very affectionate kid. Not because he lacked affection. Trust me. If we could smother him in love, we would. But he doesn't let us. And we respect that because he is 2 years old and very independent.
But he's also like his dad.
Okay. But see, his dad like does like nice things like that every so often, right?
He's not as like affectionate though. Like they're both the same in that sense.
Fine.
He picks and chooses.
Picks and chooses. You're right. So whenever you get any type of affection from him, it's like these little golden nuggets that you're just like,
that you wish you had a photographic memory at that time.
Yes.
And you just want to hold on to forever.
So oftentimes I will, when I'm babysitting him here at the house, I will take him to his bedroom and I'll put him in his crib, or he'll lay on top of me and we'll just listen to some instrumental music with the nice, with the room nice and hot, like cold and dark and stuff like that. It was just how he likes it. So I'm usually the one to put him down. And oftentimes we're just silent and listening to nothing. And then he'll just be like, Coco. And I'll be like, yes, baby. And then he'll be like, I love you. And then I want to die in this very moment. I want to die. Same. In just that one moment. Or he'll like just say my name. Yeah. Just to verify I'm here. Yeah. Just like the other day, I put him in his crib, and I was just like, I'm gonna see if he falls asleep by himself without me like holding him and all that stuff. And I put the instrumental music, and I put him in his crib. I bundled him up, and it was okay. And it was nice and silent. I was on my phone. I was on the recliner. We were just sitting there in the dark, with the little music, and he just, I can see him because my eyes have adjusted to the darkness. And he goes, Coco, and I go, yes, baby. And that was it. That's all he needed. Yeah. It was all he needed. So I was just like, I'm going to be here forever.
You want to move into his room too?
No, I want him to move into mine where it's bigger for me. So any and every piece of affection that I will get from him, when he sees me, when he runs, he like runs and like stops. So like he doesn't go fully for the hug because again, he's not a physical touch dude, which is totally fine. And I respect that. But when he like gets so excited and he like runs and like leans his head forward for me to give him a besito. Yeah. Get out of here.
So Mateo not necessarily likes to give kisses. So
he doesn't.
You'll tell him besito and he'll put his head
so that you can
kiss him.
Yeah.
But he's not one to really give.
No, the only one who he gives a kiss to is his mother, which is totally fine. Yes. Because she'll be like, no, un besito. And he'll put his hand. She's like, no, dame un bien. And then he will like turn his face and be like, okay, mom, here. Yeah. But other than that, so it's the little things. It's the little like, vámonos, Coco, and he'll give me his hands. Yeah. So that I can hold him and we can walk. And I'm just like, this is where I live now. This is where I die. This is where I retire. Thank you, everybody.
I think I have to like agree. Like my next one is, so in the mornings, Mateo sleeps through the night in his crib, and then when Dennis gets up to get ready, sometimes he'll whine. Like if he hears his dad like doing stuff like in the kitchen or taking out chans, he'll whine. So then Dennis will bring him to our bed, and while he's in the bed, he like gets so excited to be in our bed, where he comes and he's just like smiling and like adjusting. And then in that time, in that moment, usually I'm facing the other way and he'll lay on this side, so I'll turn around so that we can face each other. Right. And he'll just grab my face and like smile and cuddle. And then I was just like, good morning, baby. And then I'll give him like a little like peck, and then we'll just go back to sleep until Dennis comes to get him to leave, to take him to either your house.
See, I can't handle that. That's why he's your baby and I'm mine, because I will smother him. I will smother him with all of the kisses and all of the giddiness.
I try when I can. I mean, because sometimes I'm like really tired, so we'll do what we do and then we'll both go back to sleep. Right. Or like we'll sit there for a little while. We'll cuddle, we'll talk, because he starts just talking like that early.
Starts to converse with you,
and he'll like mumble stuff. Like he's trying to make conversations now, but it's just like what? What did you say? It's a mumble.
So in my defense, what I'll do is be like, incredible. Yeah. That's so amazing, papi. So lovely.
So that's my next one, because it's like the hand in hand with yours.
It's true. So any and every piece of affection that I get from Mateo, which is my baby, her baby, but like my baby.
Mine is like the same, but specifically in the mornings when he literally grabs my face to like just hold on to me.
That is something where my heart would just go and just burst. Yeah. But yeah. Okay. So that was your next one?
That was my next one.
Okay. So I'll continue. This next one is when the barista at Starbucks asks how do I spell my name? Because when I go, what's the name for the order? And I'll be like, Sophia. And everybody and their mother spells it with an F. Because you know what? That's the English language. F is the F. Okay. So when they'd be like, is that with a PH or an F? always or almost always say, thank you so much for asking. It's with a PH. Because we all know Sophia's with an F are problems.
But does it bother you that much when they do?
Of course it doesn't. Like, it's not a deal breaker. Like, I'm not going to throw my coffee in a girl's face and be like, never.
I don't want it because it's with an F.
Right. No, I'm not that ridiculous. But I do appreciate when they be like, oh, is that with an F
with
or
an
a
F
PH?
or a PH?
Like, okay. You know what? Thank you so much for that little tidbit of detail. My name is with a PH. I appreciate it. Oh, you're so welcome.
Yeah.
You know, that's fantastic. That's so nice. So, yes, that's my other little thing. I love it when the baristas care. Also, be nice to your baristas.
Yeah.
Because they have a hard job as well.
I would never. I mean, I don't know. I've
First
never
of all,
tried it.
Who has the brain capacity to remember all those recipes?
I've never tried it, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I'd be able to.
Be a barista?
Yeah.
I know I couldn't unless you're just asking for black coffee. Because if you say
asking, no?
Macchiato with 3 pumps of this and 2 pumps of that and no sugar and almond milk, I'm going to throw all of the things in your face and be like, do it yourself, idiot. I can't do it.
Okay.
No, because who has the brain capacity to remember all those recipes?
I don't, but that's why they put the little sticker. But even then, like, when they give me back my cup, I can barely understand what the sticker says. Like,
listen, I'm sure those people train for that stuff.
Obviously, I'm sure like the words and the things are like abbreviated in order for them to like.
Claro.
But whatever.
We should know this, but we don't.
I don't care.
Right.
I don't think I'm ever going to be a barista.
No, but like, I also want to know if they're putting poison in me. You know.
Oh well, yeah.
That's a little bit irrational. I'm sorry.
I don't think they'll put that in the sticker though.
I mean, you're right. So that's why I'm saying, okay, we're gonna just scratch that part.
We're gonna scratch.
Okay, what's your next one?
Okay, so my next one is pretty just like general. I think my love language, I think everyone has of all 5.
It's true, a little bit.
We just have like a higher percentage of one specific one here and there. So obviously my top love language is words of affirmation. So
why did you say obviously? Because that's not obvious at all.
For me?
Well, obviously it's words of affirmation. How would anybody know that?
I think, number one, people who do know me would know that. Also, based on previous episodes, I've talked about someone who has struggled with self-esteem or, you know, like with, you know, how people view me or their perceptions of me or my reputation. So all of those things, like what people think used to be important. So
I don't know that leads to obviously words of affirmation.
Okay, fine. It's not obvious then. Whatever.
It's not.
So words of affirmation is my top love language.
Perfect.
So I think anything that anyone says to me, it pertaining to that, and like if someone tells me that they're proud of me, like
immediate tears.
Yes, like that is a big deal for me. It's a big deal to feel like reassured and feel like you're doing a good job enough, like at life in general. When you have days where you struggle, where mentally you're like, you suck.
You suck.
I'm not gonna say. I could say other things, but like you go through a lot mentally and all the negative things, you know. Like so, when someone says something good about me, that makes my world go round.
Whoa, makes her whole world go around, everybody. Anna, I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
And now she's gonna cry.
I'm not gonna cry, but
she's getting close to it. Idiot. Okay, well,
you can't just say it. You have to say it and mean it.
Well, obviously I mean it, dummy. I'm not gonna just say things.
That's the thing. And there's a lot of people that will just say things to say them because, like, for example, you know that is important to me, so you're just gonna say it here and there.
No,
I know. I'm not that person. I'm not saying that you're gonna do it. I'm just saying that there's people out there that do that.
It's true.
They just say it to say it, but not because they actually mean it.
Ew, well, get a life, losers. That's rude.
So yeah.
Okay, fine.
Your next one.
My next one. When my bestie drives. Listen.
We don't like driving.
Here's the thing. I love driving. I do. I like driving. I don't mind driving. Mm-hmm. I don't mind.
Same.
Let's clarify. I don't mind driving. Uh-huh. But when somebody else takes the reins, I love it. I love it. When she says, we're going to go either to Ulta or to Target or whatever, she'll be like, you want me to drive or do you want to drive? I'll be like, you don't mind driving? You don't mind it? She's just like, no, I can drive.
Yeah.
I'll be like, here are the keys. And that's it. It's like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Yeah. It's literally the best. She offers all the time. Sometimes I just do it myself because I'm just like, no, you're going to take forever and you're going to want to throw up. But most of the time when she says, oh, I got it, it's fine, I'll drive. Amazing. Love you. Bessie, do it more.
Are you listening, Alejandra? Do you have to drive all the time everywhere?
No, because she also doesn't like driving either, like that, you know. But she doesn't mind it either. So we're good on that. We're about the same. So since she works from home, she doesn't have to drive very much. Mm-hmm. If she drives, it's to drive to Hialeah or whatever, or to church, and so she oftentimes has to drive that. But when I'm in her neck of the woods, mm-hmm. I'm usually taking the drive up there,
right?
And she'll take the reins in the sense of like, oh, I'll drive since we're right here anyway. Incredible.
Love that.
Considerate. It's incredible. It's considerate. It's a love language.
Love that.
It is a love language. Thanks, Bestie. Love you. What's your next one?
Okay, so my next one is also with my bestie. So I've said it in previous episodes. We don't see each other as often as we used to. Obviously, growing up, we went to the same church, so we saw each other all the time. They still do live really close to church.
Right.
So they were like always there. Their house was there. We would go over there sometimes or whatever. So we don't see each other as often anymore, and we try and like check in here and there. Obviously, we text almost every day. But when she sends just a random love you text, that means a lot to me because it makes me feel like, okay, like no matter what she's doing, no matter what's happening, how much is going on in her life, she's thinking of me. And I don't need like a whole full like paragraph text or like a whole like explanation. How are you? Yeah. What are you doing? Let's catch up. Blah, blah. We don't even need to see each other to make each other feel like we see each other.
Ooh,
does that make sense?
That's so beautiful.
Yeah. So when she sends like random like love you texts, that's like her way for me. That's her way of like checking in and like, okay, she's thinking of me. She knows I still exist.
There it is.
So that for me is important.
That's so nice.
Love
so
you,
my
bestie.
bestie drives and your bestie tells you she loves you. My
And
bestie tells me she loves me too. Let's be very, very absolutely real. Listen, our relationship, our friendship doesn't look like the average one because we fight so much.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't. See, a lot of people think like, how are you guys friends? It's like, we're literally the best of friends.
We're always not comparing. But, okay, so I don't think I mentioned this, but Dr. Sin is my best friend.
Correct.
So Dr. Sin and I are definitely not like Alex and Soph.
That's right.
Because
we're unique.
No, there's an aggressive type of love.
That's right.
That's what it is.
I think it's an honest type of love.
It's also aggressive.
We don't ever become violent, Anna.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's never that violent.
Sophia.
So we push each other a few times. Maybe.
Okay. No, and a few times, yeah.
Right.
But when you do it, sometimes like it's like a real hard smack, and me and Sin are just like, we're gonna walk away this way. We are not getting involved in
It's never that serious, yo.
Obviously, you don't mean it when you're hitting each other. No. It's like a play type of like hitting. Right. But it can get a little aggressive for my taste. For my taste.
Fine. It may look like that for the people outside, but we know where we stand. We know what our limits are. We understand. We talk outside of the fights. So when we're around others, it's more of an aggressive type of friendship because we love each other so hard. And then when we're alone, we're just kind of just hanging out. It's normal.
Yeah.
Whatever is normal that you.
Very different.
Normal is subjective. Whatever.
I guess everyone has different relationships.
It's very true. Love you, bestie. Bye. Okay, so my next one is, I'm trying to pick one because I have so many.
Oh, okay.
All these little things. A freshly cleaned car.
Oh, that's a good one.
There's not like it. There's absolutely nothing like it. When I got my car back in 2016, I love my car. I've always loved my car, and I still love my car.
I know you do.
Although a lot of people try to push me to get a new one, leave me alone.
I'm just saying, you deserve a new one.
You're right. As soon as I have money for it. So, other than that, my car's great. I got it freshly painted. I got new headlights. She was spick and span. Paint job turned to the left, and now she's matte. Don't ask questions. If you know anybody who can do a better paint job, let me know. But a freshly clean car, like it smells like delicious, like cherries.
It makes you want to like drive a donde quiera.
Yep. When I first got my new headlights in, and I saw the whole car clean, I was just like, oh, I am fresh to death. And I like got the inside cleaned, and I fixed all my wires, and I vacuumed everything. Oh, there's nothing like it, because when you do all of that hard work and then you leave and then you come back and you're just like, oh, this is clean. Yeah. Not like it. Nothing like it. It's the little things.
And that's a big thing for me too. But I also have a toddler. So
right. You have an exception.
It'll stay clean for like a short period of time.
Matthew's not dirty. He just has toys.
Exactly. But he likes to grab his toys, and it's not like he has a little box in the car, and it has a bunch of small toys.
Thanks to Tia Coco and Tia Alex.
He loves to grab the box of the toys and just dump everything out instead of just playing with it.
No.
On his like car seat. So every so often,
messy Matthew.
And by so often I mean almost every day.
Messy Matthew.
I need to clean up the toys, put them back inside the box, and I put it back in the side thing of the door.
Messy Matthew. We love him.
But he's not like a dirty kid.
No, that's why I said messy.
He doesn't really eat in the car. And if he does, like, the boy leaves no crumbs.
Eso.
The boy leaves no crumbs. And
thickums.
Yeah. And I think the dirtiest he's ever gotten was like his shoes. Like he's tall, so his shoes
hit the
reach my chair. Or like Dennis took him last week to the park and the car was full of sand.
Wow.
But whatever.
Meant to happen.
It is what it is. I cleaned it after. It's fine.
Yeah. Freshly clean car. That is a little thing.
Love that.
Go ahead. What's your next one?
So my next one, it started off as like something I requested, and then it turned just into like something that happens every single day.
What a blessing.
So again, married. I love to have my back scratched. I love to have my back scratched. So when we got married, I would ask Dennis every single night. I'm like, babe, please scratch my back, scratch. And he's like, babe, he's like, I scratched you yesterday. Yesterday was yesterday. Today's today.
That's right. Hello.
Scratch my back today. And we've been married almost 8 years. And it's just a habit now. Like, I'll just sit there on the bed and he's already like laying down, but he's like on his phone or we're watching a show. And he'll literally pull up my shirt and just start scratching my back without me asking.
Qué bendición.
I love it. And then the only thing that sucks is like when we go on trips and he's not there. I don't have anybody to scratch my back.
You have grown accustomed to this luxury, Anna.
Sometimes, and very few times, I'll ask Soph. But Soph won't lift up my shirt and scratch. She'll scratch from the back, from like the top of my shirt.
Yeah, mommy, what else do you want, bro? I'm not your man. I'm not doing all that.
And if she really doesn't want to do it, she'll be like, nah, tell Cindy to do it.
Absolutely.
And then Cindy will gladly scratch my back because she's my bestie and she doesn't
care about that crap.
Yeah, no. Also, like, it's just scratching my back. I'm not asking you to rub my feet.
I also don't have nails for that crap, so I'm just like nubs. So I'd rather do it over the shirt, and the shirt will scratch your back for you. You're welcome.
I've asked her to give me foot rubs.
Absolutely
but she
refuses. Not. Feet are disgusting.
Okay, let's go into the story.
Oh my God.
So, Soph used to love feet.
I was a baby and I didn't know.
Used to love my feet.
A baby and I didn't know.
Okay, so if you guys don't already know, Soph and I are 13 months apart. So when we were little, obviously we shared a room because it was two girls. But our mom would put us in both in one crib, so we just like play with each other and like hang out and like entertain each other.
Pretty much. He's like, here, fight.
Here, I'm gonna go to the kitchen or whatever. Yeah. Play. And when we were little, Soph used to like to take off my socks. And she liked to suck on my toes.
Okay. In my defense, it made her laugh.
She stays making me laugh to this day.
You're welcome. So I thought it was a funny thing that I was doing, and you took advantage of me. Great.
I did not.
Great.
A year old,
And now
you
I
were
have
like,
a phobia, and I don't want to hear anything about feet because that's disgusting.
I really
Do not touch me with them.
I think it
do not
depends.
grip me with your toes. Oh, I'll break it. I promise you I will break your foot.
I think it depends on the person.
No.
Like, would you? Obviously, you wouldn't suck, but would
Anybody's
you like
toes? Not one.
the baby when Matthew was a baby?
Well, I smelled his
used to
feet.
smell them, touch them,
That's
kiss
right.
them.
Okay,
sniff
number
them.
one, he was a baby, and number two, it was Matthew, not you, gross face, and your gross feet. I'm not touching you.
My feet are not gross.
Fine to the average person, but to me, ick.
My
I don't
feet are
even
not
like my own
gross.
feet.
You can ask my nail lady, Lorena. She thinks my feet are perfect. Literally says that all the time.
Okay, well, good for
Tú tienes
Lorena.
los pies perfecto. Ay, gracias, mama.
Ay.
Shout out to Lorena if you need a nail girl in Hialeah.
Here's her name.
Lorena.
We're gonna shout her out. Don't worry about it. We're
So, yeah.
taking her all the business.
So when Soph was little, she used to like sucking on my toes, and that's why
Disgusting.
now. But wait, it happened again.
When? Ew.
Okay, so when we got a little bit older, we were older already, and there was something happening in our room where our room was being remodeled. This is back in the Sweetwater house.
Uh-huh.
And we had to sleep in the sofa bed en el cuarto de oración.
Ay, mama. But I did not touch your toes.
I'm getting to the story.
Oh, good Lord.
So we were sleeping in the sofa bed in el cuarto de oración. El cuarto de oración is basically it was our dad's office / prayer room /
TV room.
our TV room.
Yeah.
So there was a sofa bed. We had to sleep there together. And we were sleeping. And one morning we woke up.
Oof. I remember now.
One morning we woke up. And I don't know how it happened. I really don't.
It's because we
were
fell asleep. We fell
No.
asleep like that.
Fine, we fell asleep. But we woke up and my foot was in so smell.
Listen, the way that I woke up in a fit of rage to notice that her whole heel was on my chin. I could.
We were already like older.
Mad.
We were like 10 and 11.
Yes, we were old enough for me to be grossed out by feet.
Yes.
And I remember I got so mad. So mad.
But so mad, like if I did it on purpose.
I know. I was also very dramatic. I was a child.
Yeah, you're still kind of dramatic.
I resent that wholeheartedly. Jerk. Yeah, no. I'm not a big fan of feet. And it's my sister's fault.
I don't even know how we got to the feet part. Oh, the back scratching.
Yeah, no.
So yeah.
Because you asked for foot rubs as well.
I also asked for foot rubs.
No, I'm not doing that. No. Whatever. My next one, since we were talking about trips, there is a point in time where we're on a Disney trip because we often go to Disney and I love it. Mm-hmm. But we don't do this often. But when we do it, it's fantastic. Casey's Nuggets.
Oof.
Espérate. And the Hubgrass.
Yes.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
I feel like we should do that more often.
I have to agree.
Than we do right now.
I have to agree. There was this one trip that I went on with Alex. Oftentimes me and Alex will take a trip by ourselves. But one time we did it. We went on this trip and we had finished writing everything, or we had gone to Epcot prior and we went.
I think you guys went to one park and then park hop to Magic.
We park hop to Magic because we were going to watch the fireworks or something, or we had gotten there. We didn't bother with the fireworks. I don't remember what the situation was, but the park was closing. Mm-hmm. And you know how after the fireworks, lo que está saliendo,
Yeah.
Repleto. So what we did was we found a spot on the Hubgrass and we took off our shoes and we were just sitting there watching people. She put on her phone because she was watching DuckTales, the series at the time, and she placed her phone there and we just started watching TV in the middle of Magic Kingdom with nothing else to do. And we were just like, let's wait for the crowds and let's wait for, because the park was closing. Yeah. Or it was officially closed, whatever. And we were just sitting in the Hubgrass and we were just hanging out and we were not doing anything. There was nowhere. Of course, I was paranoid because I'm a rule follower. And I was just like, oh my God, the park is closed. We need to go. She was just like, chill, bro. Yeah. Let's just sit and wait. They're not going to, when they kick us out, we'll leave. And I was just like, I don't want to get to the point where they kick us out because I'm nervous. And she was just like, wait, bro. Yeah. And we were there, I want to say, for a good hour after the park had closed.
Well, I mean, technically the park closes at a specific time, but they don't kick people out until like after they do the midnight kiss at Magic Kingdom.
I had completely forgot about that. I was just like, Alex, come on, we gotta go. She's like, bro, chill out.
Yeah.
And the moment I did and just sat there, it was bliss.
Did you fall asleep?
No, because I was, again, still nervous. But it was like a cool night.
Uh-huh.
We were just sitting on the hub. Our feet were killing us. So she's just like, I'm taking off my shoes. I was just like, oh, I can do that too. Like, that's not illegal here. I took off my shoes.
It's also like the hub grass where you don't have to worry about
it's
ants.
Not, yeah, it's
bugs.
artificial grass. There's
Obviously,
no bugs.
you don't need to worry about mosquitoes at Disney ever.
That's true.
In case no one knew this, but we do know this.
We do know this. We do know this.
Disney is built on I don't know what.
A giant
they
offspring.
put something like underground.
Yeah.
It's like a repellent. It's like constant.
Yeah.
So there are no mosquitoes.
Yeah, you're not gonna get bit.
You get like gnats here and there, or like obviously like the big like flies, but not mosquitoes. Eso que pican. And no. It's the best.
It really is the best. So I think hubgrass and chill is one of my little things that we don't do often, but when we do, oof, it's the best.
I think the first time I did that was one time that you, me, and Sin went for Sin's birthday.
Yes, I was just about to say
and
that.
It was
I have
January,
those pictures.
so it was really cold, and we were just sitting there chilling in the hubgrass, eating. I think we had ice cream.
Yeah.
The kitchen sink.
Yeah.
That was actually really fun. We should do this more often.
I agree wholeheartedly. Group. Roll out.
We need to plan one actually.
But yes, the hubgrass and chill.
Yeah, love that. Same. I mean that is that.
Right.
Okay, so my last one, because this is my last one.
Okay.
It kind of goes back to Matthew.
Yes, we go back there every single time. If you don't like it, get out.
Yeah. So Mateo is starting to talk more.
Yes,
he's been saying words since he was like very little. Not very little, but like already by like 1 he was saying mama, dada, like the basic like words. And then since between 1 and 2 he just started like learning, like he will like say anything that he heard.
Yeah.
So he knows his numbers, he knows his colors, he knows his shapes in Spanish, because we're teaching him Spanish first.
Right.
English he'll learn at school and that'll be fine. But Spanish, like if we don't start from now, he's just gonna like,
oh my god, he's gonna be a yo no sabo kid.
We don't want him to be a yo no sabo kid.
No.
So we're teaching him Spanish, but now he's starting to say like sentences and questions and stuff, and he'll say them in Spanish. And the other day we were just sitting on the bed and his dad was changing his pajamas and I was just sitting there. I was just watching them. And I asked him, because he'll ask us once in a while. And I asked him, I was like, Mateo, ¿tú me amas? And he just nodded his head. And he's like, sí, mamá, yo te amo.
That kills me every time.
So for me, that was just like, ugh. Because he is starting to understand what like love is and how to give love back at such a young age. And it's such...
Anna's crying.
No, I mean, I'm a little teary, but I'm not crying.
We're gonna zoom in right now.
No, we're not gonna zoom in. You can't tell.
I already did.
Because my ojos are achinados, so you can't tell. But he's understanding what like love, to receive love and to give it back. And he receives so much love because he has, when they say, you know, like it takes a village.
Sure does.
It really does take a village.
It really does.
And I'm so grateful that we have such a big one, because it's not just our family or our closest friends. We even have the youth at church.
Yeah.
All of those kids, the girls and the boys, they're like, they really love him and they show him that. And he's starting to understand what receiving that love is. And just him being able to like, even if it's just saying it.
Yeah.
Like, sí, yo te amo. Like, yes, I do love you. Like, I know. And that to me is
tears.
It's like a knife to my chest. Like it's a big deal.
Well, number one, that's a huge deal. You keep on saying this like, oh, this little thing. My kid told me he loves me in return. Like, that's not a little thing. No, but
like, I know that for you, if he'll say that to you, it'll be a big deal.
110%.
But like, maybe if he'll say it to like somebody else, I don't know. Like, if he says it to like Camila, or he says it to Rebecca.
Let's be very real. They will be melted on the floor.
You're right. Okay, I'm trying to think of like an example of like someone who's like, okay, that's not a big deal, or like someone that it's like random.
I can name a few people, but we're not gonna throw shade today.
Okay, well, whatever. It might not be a big deal to some people, but it is to me. The fact that it's not just him saying the words, but he's understanding to receive love and to give love back.
That poetry. When Mateo says anything, it's poetry to me. Amazing. Yes. That's not a little thing, but yes, it might. You're right. It might be something little for someone else, but no.
Yeah,
that's incredible. We love Matthew. This is a Matthew Stan account forever. You hear me? That's beautiful. So I'll go with a few more rapid fire ones, just to day old movie theater popcorn, delicious.
Day old.
It has to be
but
day
it's
old.
Like stale.
Perfect. It's exactly what I need in my system.
Okay.
Day old movie theater popcorn. And it has to be from the movie theater.
It can't just be like
No. De la bolsita, you can throw that out. I don't want it from the little baggie. I want the big bucket from AMC, day old, in my system. Okay? Next one. A good laugh.
Oh.
That's so underrated.
Yeah.
When it's like a belly laugh.
Yeah.
So funny.
Like those like really hard laughs where you like want to pee.
Late night.
Or like you can't breathe.
It's one of those like late night, like everything's funny, you're delusional and like you're hungry.
Those
like,
are the best
so
when we go on our trips.
Mama.
And we're tired. We just showered.
And anything is funny.
Everything is funny.
Anything and everything is just so stupid and so funny.
Yeah.
A good laugh. The quiet.
Oh.
There's another thing that me and Bessie do is that, yes, we are on FaceTime most of the day. And if you're not on FaceTime with your Bessie, figure it out. Or you're busy. I get it. It's fine. But we both have the privilege of working from home, so we oftentimes have each other on FaceTime.
My Bessie doesn't have cell phone service.
That's fine. Her job. But she's also like busy and like a professional.
Right, but she doesn't have cell phone service in her job.
Right. So if you could, you would.
Yeah.
But we have the privilege of working from home, and we both can have the ability to have our phones out. So we often are on FaceTime and we're both on mute.
Yeah.
We just have to be there. Mm-hmm. That's it. I see you, you see me. All right, check in. And every so often we'll unmute and be like, hey, what about this one thing? So it's often me unmuting being like, so about the sound booth, this. She'll be like, so I don't have the brain capacity for it. And I was like, all right, say less, mute. And I'll continue watching my show. I'll go about my business. And the quiet. I think the quiet is also appreciated. Like I said before, we go on trips every so often, and a lot of the times on the way over there, we're just listening to music and it's just quiet.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the quiet. I appreciate that we're both comfortable in the quiet.
Yeah.
I know a few people that cannot stand being quiet. Mm-hmm. They're deafened by their own quiet. Yeah. And I don't get it. You have to be comfortable with that type of stuff. So I think I appreciate the quiet, and I appreciate my Bessie for appreciating the quiet. So next one, Legos.
Oh, Legos.
I love building Legos. I used to work for Lego in Aventura. Best job I've ever had. I will stand it forever. Should none of this work out, I'm going back to Lego. I love building Legos. That's it. That's my tea.
You know that I've never built one.
Shut up right now. Shut your mouth. Don't lie.
I promise I've never built Lego before, like a set. I've never done it before.
Okay, so we're leaving after here. We're going to head over to the Lego store, and we'll get back to you on that one.
I've never...
Wow, Anna.
That's because
impossible.
You always do them without me and without
because
Alex
I have
only.
no patience. No, I do Alex's.
That's true.
Alex has a bunch of sets, and she's just like, do you want to help me build it? I'm like, if I start it, I'm finishing it. I can't help you.
Yeah.
No, we'll do it together. I'll do one bag and you do the other bag. I'm like, I have to finish it all.
Yeah.
So don't tempt me.
Yeah, no.
We're going to get you a Lego set. Don't worry about it. I will handle it.
Can we have, though, like a girls' like Lego party and build Lego sets?
On a loose, this is literally what dreams are made of.
We can do that, and Cindy's also favorite like hobby is paint by numbers.
Okay, so my next birthday, we have to have a Lego party.
Okay,
whatever. Now Alex, I'm excited.
We need Legos.
Figure it out, everybody. My next little rapid fire one: good music. So I'm a big fan of soulful song. Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of big voices. I'm a big fan of riffs. I'm a big fan of those people who just do the thing. Mm-hmm. If anybody's ever heard of Yeba, that is the girl. That's the one.
Yeah.
Or Jessie J. Mm-hmm. Or
Jessie J.
Okay, she sounds like an idiot sometimes because it's just too much, but I love it.
Yeah, but I still...
No.
Did you watch her on that like competition in China that she did?
Yes. Are you
That she
kidding me?
won?
Well, no, she mopped.
But she killed every song that she did.
She mollywopped every single one
She
of those
killed
people.
every song.
We love Jessie J.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out since you're watching or whatever. Pancakes. Pancakes is my next one.
Soph loves pancakes.
I love pancakes. Waffles are good too, but I love a good pancake.
Pancakes, day, evening, night, afternoon.
Absolutely.
Middle of the night.
The other day we went out for Chris's birthday. Shout out to Chris.
Mm-hmm.
We went out to this place called Cake.
Mm-hmm.
And I had pavlova pancakes. Oh, bussin'. Those were so good. Bussin'. I love a good IHOP. You know what I mean? I'm about that life.
I love a good, like, just regular buttermilk pancake with butter, more butter on it. And
that's a recent like of mine.
And light syrup. Like, I don't have to drench it.
No, you're right.
It doesn't need to be drenched.
No, you're right.
If the pancake is made right and it's moist enough, you don't need that much syrup.
Que rico.
Que rico. And I love to taste a little bit of the saltiness of the butter. We should go buy
after we go get Legos, we're gonna go get pancakes.
Oh my god, we're gonna do it at your party, at your next party. Legos, pancakes.
I've never been excited for a birthday party usually. Stay tuned for December. And then my last but not least, learning. I know it sounds super ridiculous, but I love figuring things out. I'm a big fan of, like, I have this problem, I need to find a solution. I will hyperfixate until I figure it out. I tweeted the other day that I changed all the wheels on my luggage. Ask me why.
Who does that?
Ask me why.
Why?
Because your parents were going to go to Amsterdam.
Okay.
And they borrowed my big luggage, the big one.
Okay.
And just before we left, I was just like, oh, esto está chueco. Esto está como que, you know, it's limping. And I lifted it up and I was just like, oh, one of the things is broken. So she's just like, oh, I can't take it then. I'm going to switch it out for another big luggage. It was my brother's luggage. So she switched it out. So I stayed the entire week that they were gone watching YouTube videos. I ordered parts on Amazon. I bought a hacksaw.
A hacksaw.
A hacksaw. It's literally a saw.
Yes.
To cut the bolt. Because those are like bolted together.
Yes.
And you can't like unscrew them. It has to be cut off. So I spent almost the entire week trying to figure out how to hacksaw this bolt off. And I was just like, bro, it's not cutting. It's not cutting. Maybe I bought a wrong one. Maybe I didn't do it correctly. But the guy on the video has the same hacksaw. And I was just like, but he's doing it so quickly. Yeah. I'm like, am I dumb? Am I crazy? Like, what is this? And it wasn't until after I put on my little headlamp, because I have a headlamp, so that I can see the bolt. And like in the sliver of the tire and the thing, I can see that the bolt was about to break. And I was just like, say less. And I went ham. And I took it off completely. And it went bloop. I was just like, I got one. I can do 3. And it took me a whole like 30 minutes to do it. But because it was a hacksaw. So I ended up taking off all the bolts. And I took off all the broken tires. Even the good ones, I took them off because that's stupid. And then I put in the new ones. And I was just like, I feel so accomplished. I'm not going anywhere. Who needed to fix that? Not me.
Yeah.
But I did it.
Love that. You want to change mine too?
Yeah.
Okay. I have several luggage to change.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. All right. So those are my little rapid fire ones. Do you have any rapid fire ones that you've come up with since we've spoken?
I don't. I've just been sitting here listening to yours.
Oh, come on.
And agreeing. No, I think that they're good.
Anyway.
She doesn't want to finish the episode.
No, I can finish the episode. Okay, bye. Thanks, everybody. Jeez.
No, I'm just saying you want to keep going.
Whatever. So we've made it to more than halfway of our season 1.
Season 1. I'm excited for season 2.
Right.
I have no idea what we're going to talk about yet, but we're going to get there.
We've been renewed. We've been renewed. So thank you for sticking around. We have made it to episode 6, and we'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to
like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram, on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. We're going to be on TikTok soon as well. And if you're listening to us on any podcast platforms, make sure to like us and rate us. And then that's it.
Oh, thanks so much, Anna. Since I spoke the last 30 minutes of this entire thing. Thank you so much for just pulling your part. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Catch you on the next one. Bye.